Hi everyone. Welcome to Listen2Riches. Listen your way to financial freedom. In this channel, we share in-depth insights about wealth wisdom to help you grow your way to riches. Our main goal is to bring you wealth by listening to books. Before we start, do not forget to subscribe and like our channel and share it with your friends. In this way, we will be able to continue to bring you more valuable content and let more people benefit from this valuable book. I wish you all a pleasant listening time. Today, I will explain to you the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is an author, investor, and educator whose words have ignited the financial ambitions of millions worldwide. Kiyosaki is a modern-day alchemist, transforming the intricacies of money and business into golden nuggets of actionable knowledge. His breakthrough work, Rich Dad Poor Dad, isn't just a book. It's a paradigm shift. Through relatable anecdotes and practical insights, Kiyosaki shatters conventional beliefs about money and introduces his readers to the concept of financial independence and education. He introduces readers to the contrasting mindsets of his rich dad and poor dad, unearthing the secrets to building assets, making shrewd investments, and embracing calculated risks. Are financial worries giving you a case of the jitters? Do you ever feel like you're missing the manual for handling your personal finances? It's possible you're grappling with a hefty load of credit card debt. Or, on the flip side, the fear of debt might have you steering clear of credit cards altogether, even though you actually need to establish credit. No matter your specific situation, feeling uneasy about your financial affairs can lead to a slew of daunting roadblocks. According to the author, one of the major roadblocks stems from our own mindset. It's often the first and most substantial barrier we encounter. We inadvertently set ourselves up for failure by feeding ourselves negative thoughts like, "I don't have the smarts to manage money," or, "This whole financial thing is just a baffling puzzle, I can't decode it." Taking a closer look, the author notes that our unease often stems from the education we've received about money matters. Regrettably, the financial education that most of us have undergone is far from sufficient. Our schools seem more focused on stuffing our brains with algebraic equations rather than teaching us the ins and outs of credit scores. As for our parents, they might feel just as bewildered as we do when confronted with money management, making them ill-prepared to instruct us. In the eyes of the author, this lack of education exposes a stark class disparity that demands attention if we're keen on enhancing our financial literacy. As we journey through this overview, we'll draw on the author's own experience as an investment banker to shed light on the disparities in the financial lessons the rich and the poor folks pass down to their next generations. I will explain the overview of this book by separating them into three parts. First part, motivation towards money. Second part, desire to be a millionaire. And the last part, how to make smart investments. Let us begin with the first part, motivation towards money. The author's insights reveal a fascinating truth about people's motivation toward money. They are often driven by either greed or fear. These underlying emotions can influence our financial choices without our conscious awareness. To delve into this concept, the author presents an imaginative scenario. Imagine landing a new job with a substantial pay increase, which is an exciting prospect. However, the real test comes in deciding how to utilize this newfound wealth, as it shapes your financial future. Now, as you ponder this situation, what course of action seems best? Should you channel funds into a new dream home, stylish clothing, or a flashy car? Alternatively, could investing in stocks and bonds be the wise choice? The author's research underscores a stark disparity in how different social classes approach such decisions. Rich individuals impart the value of preserving wealth to their offspring, even if it means redistributing assets through investments. This approach recognizes that while short-term sacrifice might occur, long-term gains from investments are invaluable. However, for those with limited financial education, securing a stable financial future becomes complex. While wealthy families familiarize their children with investment opportunities, others lack this comfort with stocks and bonds. People not born into privilege often view stocks with skepticism, akin to mythical unicorns. Limited knowledge in investments breeds discomfort around the subject. The fear of making financial missteps drives them to spend on tangible assets like properties and cars. While these acquisitions appear impressive and tangible, unlike investments, they don't generate wealth. Instead, they drain your newfound riches. Hence, the central message of this chapter is to resist succumbing to common impulses that mislead financially uninformed individuals. Though emotions might champion a new home, they can deceive. To amass and safeguard wealth, recognizing and disregarding emotional biases toward money is vital. Replacing these emotions with informed decision-making is the key. Let us continue with the second part. Who wants to be a millionaire? If you were to approach an average person on the street and pose this question, nearly everyone would enthusiastically respond, "Absolutely! I'd love to be a millionaire!" However, the author astutely observes that possessing an abundance of wealth can bring about more challenges than initially anticipated. This is because retaining millionaire status is far more intricate than achieving it in the first place. Why? Well, while we often envision $1 million as an inexhaustible sum, the reality contradicts this perception. Let's envision that you indeed possess $1 million. You allocate at least half of it for an elaborate house, spend further on a lavish automobile, and splurge a bit on designer attire to complement your new lifestyle. Suddenly, a substantial portion of your presumed limitless amount of money dwindles away. How do you manage mortgage payments for your house? Cover the insurance and repairs for your extravagant car? Sustain friendships within your new high society circle? And what about unexpected household expenses? The authors deduce that self-made millionaires who successfully safeguard their fortunes have thrived because they anticipated such dilemmas and strategized accordingly. Granted, there are numerous young self-made millionaires and celebrities who delight in displaying stacks of money and exhaust their funds striving to sustain their way of life. Regrettably, these are the individuals who rapidly deplete their resources. In stark contrast, millionaires who exercise restraint in expensive expenditures and vigilantly control their financial plans are poised to retain their wealth over extended periods. Research conducted by the authors further reveals that many millionaires employed these tactics long before they reached the rich status. In truth, the frugal techniques they employed are so attainable that practically anyone can adopt these methods to pave their path to becoming a self-made millionaire. Here's the game plan. Initiate by simply eliminating all non-essential purchases. While the items we buy might vary, the principle remains consistent. We've all at some point thought, it's just $5, $10, or $15. Spending a little won't hurt. Yet each instance we employ this rationale and expend a modest sum on something unnecessary, we squander a bit of money. If this cycle repeats multiple times each month, we've unwittingly wasted hundreds of dollars before realizing it. What if, instead, we held on to those modest sums? What if we set them aside as savings? By methodically accumulating funds over time, the authors assert that accumulating enough capital to become a self-made millionaire is entirely feasible. In fact, contrary to popular opinion, you don't need to make 7 figures to begin with. A substantial salary isn't a prerequisite either. Cultivating your very own fortune is achievable through setting goals, adhering to a budget, and consistently saving funds each month. Now, let us start the final part: how to make smart investments. Though saving money over time is a crucial factor in achieving this success, it's worth noting that this isn't the primary method by which most millionaires accumulate their fortunes. Instead, the majority of wealthy individuals build their wealth through investing in stocks. As this topic might be unfamiliar to many, this chapter will be dedicated to unraveling the world of stocks and investments. Let's start by getting familiar with some basic terms and concepts, such as the distinction between an asset and a liability. An asset is an investment that has the potential to increase your wealth, such as owning shares in companies like Apple or Google. On the other hand, a liability is an investment that drains your finances, like owning an extravagant Maserati that might strain your budget. It's interesting to note that while people often consider a house an asset, it can actually be a significant liability due to constant expenditures, whether in the form of mortgage payments, repairs, renovations, or decor. In reality, owning a home could be more financially demanding than commonly thought. Now that we've grasped some essential terms and dispelled some misconceptions, let's proceed to understand the art of wise investments. Firstly, let's explore what an investment truly entails. The venerable investment expert and CEO, Warren Buffett, defines investing as the process of laying out money now to receive more money in the future. With this comprehensive definition in mind, let's delve into the intricate workings of the stock market and how to engage in investment. We'll commence by demystifying stocks, with insights from seasoned investor and financial analyst, Chad Langager. To embark on our comprehension of the stock market, we must grasp the essence of stocks themselves. Langager simplifies stocks as shares of a company, symbolizing ownership in the business. Shareholders holding these shares possess voting rights and a potential claim on corporate profits through capital gains and dividends. Stock markets serve as the arena where individual and institutional investors convene to trade shares electronically. The prices of shares are determined by market supply and demand, as buyers and sellers submit orders. Specialists or market makers manage order flow and bid-ask spreads to ensure a fair and orderly market. Armed with this knowledge, we now grasp how the stock market operates and how the average person can participate. Langager elaborates that share prices can be established through various methods, with the most common being an auction process where bids and offers are made. When a bid aligns with an offer, a trade is executed. The stock market is a dynamic interplay of myriad investors and traders with varying valuations of specific stocks, leading to minute-by-minute fluctuations during trading hours. Stock exchanges provide platforms where these transactions transpire, facilitated by stockbrokers who act as intermediaries between buyers and sellers. Establishing a stockbroker relationship usually entails creating an account with a reputable retail broker. While this insight offers an understanding of stock market mechanics, it doesn't address the question of why someone would invest in stocks. If the stock market seems intricate and volatile, what drives individuals to invest their money? The concise response lies in the potential for significant earnings through prudent investments. Langager underscores that various studies have demonstrated that, over extended periods, stocks yield superior returns compared to other asset classes. These returns are a result of capital gains and dividends. Capital gains manifest when you sell a stock at a higher price than its purchase cost, while dividends are profit portions distributed to shareholders. Interestingly, since 1956, dividends have accounted for nearly a third of total equity returns, with capital gains contributing the remaining two-thirds. While the allure of landing a major success by investing in early-stage companies like the FANG Group, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, is captivating, such home runs are rare. Those seeking high-risk, high-reward investments would gravitate toward generating returns primarily from capital gains, while more conservative investors, who rely on steady income from their portfolios, might opt for stocks with a history of substantial dividends. This illumination provides insights into the inner workings of the stock market, its appeal, and the significance of astute investments in building wealth. It's clear that a lack of financial knowledge can impede one's journey towards making wise investments and securing a personal fortune. As many wealthy families pass down insider knowledge about the stock market, it's crucial for everyone, irrespective of their background, to possess this knowledge for financial success to flourish. From personal encounters, the author has observed a stark divide between rich and poor parents when it comes to understanding finances. This gap has led to an inequality in financial education. Wealthy parents are familiar with the intricate workings of the stock market and the art of managing wealth, which they impart to their children. As a result, these children are equipped with the tools to construct a strong financial foundation. In contrast, children from economically disadvantaged backgrounds lack this knowledge and consequently face challenges. Leveraging his own experiences, the author has crafted a guide to financial triumph. This guide unveils the essentials of the stock market, clarifies the distinction between assets and liabilities, and offers tangible examples of shrewd investments. By doing so, the author strives to level the playing field and empower everyone to navigate the path towards financial well-being. This is the end of this book summary. Congratulations on finishing another book. If you like to check out other book summaries, please subscribe to Listen2Riches, Also like and share this valuable knowledge with your friends. Let us combine wisdom with practice to achieve our financial goals and create a better future. Thank you, and see you in my next video.